Well, ladies and gentlemen, it happened again. For the fourth time in 7 years and the seventh time overall, the Golden State Warriors have won an NBA Finals series. Golden State gets a 103-90 win over Boston, and it really didn't feel as close as the score says it did. Golden State was up by 20 at one point in the third quarter. Boston made a big comeback to even make this a competitive game, and the Warriors really got exactly what you didn't have to go their way, but still went their way. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Looking at the stats, yes, Golden State outshot Boston from 41% to 39%. You get outshot 42-41 on field goals, and Golden State had a 44-41 rebound advantage. But Boston's turnovers, those 23 turnovers by the Celtics compared to 17 for Golden State, that was one of the main differences there. But you'll see as we go into the box score here, the main thing was that it was people you didn't really expect for Golden State to step up. Draymond Green, of all people, I think was the real spark plug for Golden State. I mean, besides Curry's 34, that's obviously going to be the number one thing. He is the Finals MVP. But Draymond Green having 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Just absolutely insane night for him after it felt like he was missing for games 1 through 5. He shows up, has a big game here. And, boy, they needed that type of game because Klay Thompson, 5 for 20 shooting, 12 points, 2 for 8 from 3. Andrew Wiggins, he got his 18. Didn't have an insane rebounding day, but he did have 3 blocks, 4 steals, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Andrew Wiggins kind of did it all, but did not have the double-double type of day I thought he would. Otto Porter Jr., he only played 13 minutes but got the start. He had 6 points. Jordan Poole stepped up for the Warriors. 5 for 12 shooting, 3 threes, 15 points off the bench. Combining him with Gary Payton II, those two had 21 off the bench. And that was a lot more than what Boston had. Boston only 5 bench points. Grant Williams with a 3 and Derek White with 2. That was it. That was all that it was for Boston off the bench. And let me tell you, when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both have 5 turnovers, you're not going to win a lot of games. It's not going to happen. The Warriors just were able to see the court a lot better, I guess is the main thing. They were able to drive to the paint, it felt like in the second half, whenever they wanted to. Yes, there were a few times that Robert Williams was able to get in there and get a block shot, or Al Horford was able to make a big defensive play. But that fourth quarter, it was just switch, drive, switch, drive, switch, drive. And if they didn't bite on the drive, they'd find a guy wide open in a corner, whether it be Curry, whether it be Klay, whether it be Wiggins. They were always able to find an open man for a 3, and that really is going to kill any team. When you let a team shoot open 3 after open 3, or even semi-contested 3 with how good the Warriors can be, they will make your life miserable. And it doesn't help when Jason Tatum goes 6 for 18 either, has 13 points, 2 points in the second half. He deserves a lot of the blame because he did not have a good series at all. Jason Tatum had a horrible series by all accounts, just could not do anything right, it felt like. You had 11 points in the first half. Things aren't going great. I mean, you're down 15, but everyone starts to rally around. Al Horford had a good game, 19 points, 14 rebounds, efficient, 4 for 5 from 3. Robert Williams, I mean, he did his thing, 5 blocks, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 50% from the field. Marcus Smart did not have a great game, 9 points, 4 for 12 shooting. But Jaylen Brown tried to will this team to victory. He had 34 on 23 shots, 12 for 23, 5 threes, 7 rebounds. He really tried. And, I mean, Jaylen Brown has showed that I think he is the alpha of this Boston team going forward. If he's going to step up in the big moments and Jason Tatum can't, then this is going to become Jaylen Brown's team. And I'm interested to see what the dynamic will be with Boston as the series goes on. So, once again, 103-90, Golden State getting the win over Boston. Now, where do you go from here for the Celtics? I mean, there's really not a whole lot of tweaks you need to make. I mean, the main thing's got to be your bench you got to look at. Your entire bench cannot be, Derek White and Peyton Pritchard stepping up. I understand that, some of these guys played better during the regular season, but I want to see Boston kind of invest more because, when Grant Williams and Peyton Pritchard are your guys you're throwing out there, when they didn't even play Tice at all, which I understand that's a coaching decision. That's more scheming than anything else. But, man, Boston, they've got to invest in depth because when you're having nights like this where your stars aren't playing well, or at least one of them isn't, you're going to lose. That is absolutely going to happen in the modern-day NBA. So interested to see what will happen there. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe here to the Guys Who Stare at Stats YouTube channel. And do not forget to like the video as well and comment if you want to. Until next time, have a good one, everybody.